Believe it. Do you know what would happen if I suddenly decided to stop going into work? A business big enough that it could be listed on the NASDAQ goes belly up. Disappears. It's
What's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all? Y'all know it is the Power Hour. The two duos are in the building. And let us just go ahead and get ourselves together. And why don't you just get yourself together and go and pour your special beverage. It's Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. The ice is melting. And Mr. Theo, he has something very interesting that we need to address. Mr. Brother Theo, how you
Yes,
doing?
sir. I'm good, brother. It's Friday. Like always, start out. The family's intact. All the friends are good. And let's see if we can have a good night, good conversation. Let's have a little fun, man. It's Friday.
All righty then. So you guys go ahead and just go and get yourself settled in, get your questions right, because we are going to take live phone calls, right? Until then, just sit back and let's just get the show started. All right, man. Brother Theo, how you doing today, Brother Theo?
I'm good, brother. I can't complain at all. I'm very well. Very, very well.
All right, then, man. I want to say what's up to everybody on Facebook and on YouTube. All right. If you're new to this podcast, this is the official business podcast where you have Theo and myself, OB, where we talk about current events and things that's really just playing on the mind of truckers and just the working class in general. Um, but tonight, the discussion is about a poor man's mindset. Uh, do you have a poor man mindset?
Yeah,
Um, but brother Theo,
I'm listening.
man, it seems like more and more that technology, well, I wouldn't even say technology, just basically, when you get on these platforms, you're seeing it debuted where people are really expressing, and I'm really just talking about the truck drivers, how
Uh,
they are coming out to the forefront. Um, talking about the rates, talking about brokers, and well, we are beating a dead horse to death. And certain people, amongst us truckers, you got the ones that have direct, contracted, owner operated, and leased on. I know the people in the audience going to be like, man, OB and Theo, we heard this, but hold on, just bear with us, because we are going into a totally different direction tonight. Uh, we are really diving in, and Theo came up with it. So, brother Theo,
yes, sir.
I want to ask you something, man. How long have you been driving?
Uh, man, right now we're talking a little over 26 and a half years.
26 and a half years, man.
Correct.
And let me ask you something. The poor man mindset. What are some clues people could ask themselves, some telltale sign that you're developing a poor man's mindset? And number two is what is a poor man? I should put number two as one and one as two.
Yeah.
What is a poor man's mindset?
Well, if we can start it out, you have three type of people, right?
Okay.
And that's how we have to look at this. You have people that make things happen. You have people that watch people make things happen. And you have people that say, what just happened? Right? So those
Yeah.
are our three types that gets us to a poor man's mindset. Now, on this side of the bridge, the poor man mindset is the man who basically is striving for his wants, but not his needs.
Are you referring to truck drivers?
We're in the trucking, so let's keep it in the trucking. But
Yes.
this can be for anybody, right?
All
So
right.
basically,
But truck drivers.
let's look at the numbers, right? We want certain things in life, and we want them because they're flashy. We want to impress others that don't care about us, that we don't know. That is a want. But what we need to do is to be educated on our finances, educated on our business structure, and educated on every day in life. So the broke man or poor man's mindset is a man who puts his wants above his needs.
Oh,
That,
uh,
mhm,
okay. Well, man, I don't mean to interrupt you, but see what I'm seeing out here in the trucking industry,
mhm,
uh, and the identification for me to identify a poor man's mindset and a rich man ideal is when people expect something from a repeated cycle. For instance, these brokers. Okay,
correct.
no matter how much we chant, poor mindset would be hyper focused just on the broker itself. And what's up with your K9 proceeds? What's up with your pimp? What's up? Um, Poor man mindset is getting hyper focused on a particular profession, okay, and blaming that particular profession for all the chaos and the unfortunate financial woes that's coming in, that's been passed along in the industry.
Correct.
Where and not looking at oneself, one operation, expecting a group of people that basically have created a wall for the chain of communication. Whereas now, as time and time progresses, we are seeing more emails communicated versus phone calls. Brokers are not reaching out via phone, but via email. And the rich man mindset is how the brokers are structuring is, how they are keeping things very simple, and they are the one gaining when
No doubt.
they have created a formula to make things simplify, so people will be more accepted, and it's not accepting, more willing to accept things because it's easy. They just don't know that they are being trained for a poor man's mindset.
Mhm.
And in this trucking industry, we could look at it where you got people that says that, hey man, I do this because I love this industry. But in return, do the industry love you back? You
That's the
know,
question.
I know you and I, we was talking earlier today, and off air, we was talking about things we could do and in our personal lives to really advance ourselves and correct things that we are just unpleased with, right? If we
Correct.
are pleased with it, we could complain about it, but let's be honest. We have to look in the mirror, take accountability, and figure out or come up with a formula and put it to work versus accepting, complaining, and failing. All goes hand in hand.
That's true.
Yeah, I got Rob.
Yes.
Yeah, BX. He's in the building. What's up with you, Rob? Poor man mindset is the individual that can't not find motivation in nothing he does. Yes, yes, that's one of the traits.
Yeah.
That is one of the traits. And now let me ask you this, Rob, since you posed that question. Rob, do you feel like could that be applied to truckers out here that would just accept whatever a computer system tell them and not motivated enough to try to open up that communication? Um, and I'm gonna push the envelope too, because I know I'm gonna get some pushback, and that's that's totally fine. Um, but I'm gonna push it a little bit further. When guys start talking to me about emails, right? My thing is, how do you present yourself in an email? Okay. Do you present yourself as the common way of what you're so used to? The things that you have became so acclimated with. Just keeping it basic, keeping it simple, straight to the point,
Right.
or are you selling yourself just like as if you was a new carrier on the telephone? And to me, that's a telltale sign of a poor man mindset, rich man ideal. because a poor man would say, okay, they changed the playing field, and now I'm just gonna just do it, like what Robbie X said, where the motivation, every time grabs every chance as a new opportunity. Do you go in there guns blazing with like, hey man, introducing yourself, really putting it on the line? Or do you just say, oh man, broker just sent me an email, let me just reply to them with the basic, and hope in return they give me more than what I desire?
Correct.
And to me, that sounds like a poor man's mindset. But I know I'm long-winded, but what you got, Theo? Got something
Well,
to say?
listen, the rich man mindset has made it so that I'm going to eliminate the communication. So now you have no way of communicating other than through sending something through a computer and hoping you're going to get the response that you're looking for, right? So now the poor man has to navigate through a computer, not picking up the phone and actually talking. And we understand the rich man mindset is cut costs at any means necessary. So if I can have bots that can read emails and basically type the same thing back, that's a rich man's mindset. I'm saving money. As a poor man, I'm steady going at it with this email and not even knowing that I'm not even fighting a real person sometimes, and that's what we're dealing with. So it's getting to the point where we have to ask ourselves, does the industry loves me or does the industry loves me more than I love the industry? You
No.
get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
it's a heartfelt question for all of us, because sooner or later we all are going to have to ask ourselves that question. I've asked that question of myself and I've answered it. So we're moving on from that part of the industry because I don't love it like that anymore. I'm not willing to commit and rub those thick thighs anymore. I'm done with that. And I think the longer we look at this game and where it's going, a lot more are going to have to ask themselves, does this industry love me more than I love it? And it's just a reality, man.
So
Just where
you
we're
you
at.
so you're in a relationship. So basically, it's like a relationship,
It
right?
truly is. Yes.
And yeah, and is your partner giving you the same energy in return or more? Uh, Say, man, and what's up with you, Mac Millie, man? Oh, Mac Millie, thank you for letting us know everybody live right now. But we are the special show. We are number one. Yeah, YouTube just called it. YouTube just say YouTube Sharp Brothers right there, man. Keep on doing what we doing. So we're gonna honk our horns and keep on going down in that left lane. But anyway, what's up with you, Mac Millie? Um, so basically, man, it's like a relationship, right? Like,
Truly
okay,
is.
I am devoted. I'm devoted to it, and I'm putting in, and I'm making sacrifice. But my partner is not giving me things in return that I'm satisfied with. Do I stay in this relationship and try to work it out? Do we go to counseling, or do I walk away from it? Because what are some of the reasons? Just a quick thing. What are some of the reasons why most marriages don't last that long, Theo?
Well, most time and 9 times out of 10 is poor communication and lack of finances. When you have those two structures in a marriage, it will fail. When you have those two structures in transportation, it will fail. Somebody's going to lose. There are losers and winners. It's not determined that you're going to win all the time. So we have to make that decision. When is it time to separate from the marriage side of transportation? Do we wait till we're in a divorce and we're losing everything because we can't get any traction from financial goals that we're trying to achieve? These are questions that I would say don't wait that long,
Uh,
because the industry is evolving. And with your relationship as a marriage, you have to evolve with your partner. And with the way the industry is going, do we want to evolve with this relationship anymore? That's the question that some of us are going to have to start asking ourselves.
Well,
Even me.
so you guys hear that, man, and you got to ask yourself that question, because right now, as we sit back and on this beautiful Friday, we have seen what has been happening across the United States. We have seen snowstorms, ice storms. We have seen pileups. We have seen stores ordering more. We have seen consumers on the internet. I know here in Texas, man, they have been Twitter fingers on Amazon. Right now, Amazon is on backlog for deliveries,
Wow.
and stores, and Walmart now is kicking it up in a delivery game. You got General Motors kicking it up. Things are moving. Things
Correct.
are moving, and this is a point in history in or a point in your relationship, I should say. There's a point in your relationship that you need to document this and notice that everything is moving around you, but the rates are not reflecting it. And when I say the race, I'm talking about the race on the low board. You going
Correct.
into the house, you've been on the road for 3 weeks, you get back home, and you find out Johnny's walking out the back door. This is the third time you caught your old lady cheating on you. And I'm talking about the low board. You seeing things, you are seeing consumers are spending, and it's not reflecting. You
No.
had your hopes. You was like, okay, as long as I make it through and stick it through these tough times, and the low board should, or the market should reflect that, but it's not. It's not giving you the same love and passion. It's not.
No.
And,
No.
and we,
And the reality is, I actually slept with a low board this morning. So I did my thing. So in looking at all that and how that's playing out, everything is changing, everything is revolving, but who's progressing off this change?
oh,
It seemed
oh,
like it's slowly not the guy that's booking these lows. He's not feeling the
well,
positive of the change. Mhm.
well, here go the thing, and uh, let's just address what we are currently seeing.
Mhm.
This is not a truck driver market. Supply and demand, the supply and demand concept was utilized for quite some time, over a decade. Nowadays, it's not about the supply and demand as much. Now, supply and demand is still there. I'm not a fool and going to act blind to it.
Correct.
But technology, AI, these companies are now utilizing, weaponizing the digital market in their favor. There you go.
Yeah.
And then also, right, well, during the pandemic, a lot of companies invested in this AI technology, and how they were trying to sell it, or they sold it, was saying how they could streamline. Like you remember when a lot of trucks wasn't getting loaded, a lot of trucks had a lot of product going to distributors, and it's a mile line long. I mean, a
Correct.
mile long line waiting to get it offloaded. Didn't have the personnel to offload the trucks. Now they building up warehouses and hubs and things right there where they have multiple places, so they don't have to cram all the trucks into one spot. So efficiency in moving and transport with logistics and driving down the price of transportation, man, it is it's well put together. I don't know what
Yeah.
because I'm not sitting here and say I'm pro broker, but I'm not going to say I'm anti broker, because they serve a duty, a purpose. But what I'm saying is, if we continue on to think as if it's 1993 or 2002 or 2010. Man, we could go 2014. We are setting ourselves up for failure. And it's a poor man, because we are going to end up being that guy taking low rates. We're going to be that guy by the time we realize that thing is out of hand. We don't have anything to lean on.
Correct.
So It just is. What's up with you, Triple D? It's just getting to a point right now where are we going to be honest in our relationship? Are we going to be honest, or are we just going to know the truth, but not pay attention? I wouldn't say pay attention, but not act like we don't see it.
Correct.
Because what you got there, yo?
Well, I was going to say some will be honest and some will say she still loves me. This is turbulent times. We've
When you
been
say she,
down this road
hold on,
together.
hold on. When you say she, you gotta you gotta break it down for people that's
Well,
constantly
when I'm saying she, the side of transportation of being the owner operator or a small carrier, right? That relationship, I've had to deal with the brokers and the industry itself. So we keep saying she still loves me. She's just going through a rough time, and I've got to deal with it, figure out how to make her happy again. You know, and in the meantime, I'm headed towards the poorhouse. I'm becoming a broke mindset. I'm accepting what is given to me at any cost. I'm accepting under the pretense that, hey, we're going to get back together and this is going to be lovely. We're going to be holding hands. The reality is there's two words that we never talk about. It's called capital allocation. And with capital allocation, and I'm going to bring it back to the relationship here.
You taking that on to a whole different planet.
No, I'm bringing it back because we talk that talk, so we got to teach too, brother.
Well,
When companies, as you said, were letting off. Well, what companies do with capital allocation? Make it fast. They have all this influx of cash. By a certain time of year, they have to get rid of it. They have to show certain things, i.e., for the investors. So what do? We invest in smart technology. We realize we don't need so many people anymore. This changes the industry that you're working in. And this is for everybody. It changes it. So now
what about truckers there, yo? Because I know how
it
you
makes
get it.
it
Right
even
now,
it makes it
I'm
even
trying to
worse.
hold on to you.
I know. I
Brother, I'm trying to hold
want to
on to
bring
you.
it in. Look, I'm trying to bring it in. So it makes it worse for truckers. It makes it worse because as truckers, sometimes we're not able to adapt to the technology as
Are
fast
we
as it's
talking
coming down.
technology with? All right, so
Mhm.
I got you guys out there. I got you. I know how Theo is. I got you guys, man. Theo, let's bring it back, pimp. Let's bring it back like Juvenile. Bring that ass back. So hey, Theo just went off the fucking cliff. Damn. Let me get a encyclopedia out first.
You see the turbulent relationship I'm in?
All right. But
see what happened? I'm in this relationship, man. It's got me messed up.
Man, are you all right? So are you referring to the brokers or the brokers' customers with utilizing this technology and that type of formula?
I'm referring more so to the brokers. That's who I'm referring to. They're really using this technology to abuse this relationship that I'm in with transportation. They're limiting me what I can and cannot do, how I can do it when I'm calling in for this load. The verbal communication in a relationship is key. And if I'm calling you for a load and I can only do it through an email, who am I really talking to? I may be talking to technology.
You might be talking to a bot.
There you go.
Because technology, man, I was watching about the colleges, how now colleges are adapting to one of the college is adapting a new app to detect papers that's written by app. Like their finals, the essays.
I've seen that.
Yes, it's called Chat GPT. If I remember correctly, I'm like, wow. But here go my thing now. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If you know that you're coming into interaction with a possible broker that's have the advantage with technology, why don't you try to beat them at his own game versus fold? Why not try to outsmart it versus do nothing and hope that things change and you're able to make it? Because nowadays, from what I'm seeing, it's like a lottery out there. It's a lottery ticket. Some carriers are getting their money. Some this week they might get it. Next week they don't. I seen a carrier, he professed it $10,000. He said the company, hey man, at the end of the week, I'm gonna have 10,000 or I'm gonna generate 10,000. End of the week came, man, I didn't make that number. Made 7,000 some change. And I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying this is unstable. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But do you stay in a
Correct.
relationship with a disadvantage? Do you stay engaging in this relationship when you know that the things that you are doing is more acceptable of you not hitting your number? I'm just saying. It just, I can understand a disadvantage. We as the human race had a lot of things to overcome. And as time progressed, we notice things that we either have to improve, change, delete. We just know this. It's called living, evolving. So we know that it's here. Do we just constantly, don't do anything? Now, I'm trying to keep it to the simplest form, Theo. But yeah, you
Yeah.
got it.
Well, you're putting where the goats can get it, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to evolve with what's going on in the industry. You have to evolve to the technology that's out there. You're gonna have to understanding that the game is not rigged for you to win. You have to be able to maneuver within the game to make this thing win. The decks are already stacked up against you in this industry. So it's like, how do I prosper in an industry where everybody is changing but me? I'm having the broke mindset because I'm asking you not to change and be with me. And you're saying, no, I'm willing to invest. I'm willing to change. I want to have a relationship with more than one person. I mean, brokers are monogamous. They don't care who's there that day. Right. So this is where we're at in the industry. And we just got to ask ourselves over and over. You guys going to hear me say this. Does this industry love me as much as I love it? That's what we have to finally say with the changes.
All right. We're gonna just take a moment, you guys. Let's refresh, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all
Okay.
already know. We gotta get a refresh and go and pour up your drinks. It's gonna be a long drink. It's gonna be a long drink, man. It's gonna be a long one.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get the show back started, you guys. We're just taking our breaks, man, to make sure people are coming in. You guys already know what it is, man. Do you love the relationship? Because honestly, you know, you can love it and hate it, but it's very attractive. That is this
No doubt.
the trucking industry is very attractive. It's
Mhm.
just like one of those things that you try to look away from, but you got you got to open up that web browser and get on that
Mhm.
load board. I know y'all do that on a Saturday night. You could be out at the club or hanging out with your family or barbecuing, and I bet you'll get on your Facebook, your Instagram, check all your emails, then you hit that load board. You ask yourself, I wonder what that low board doing tonight. I know y'all be thinking, what's she doing? What's she doing?
Yeah,
And
she over there with Theo tonight.
oh yeah, if she over there, I ain't gonna even do it. I ain't gonna. Theo ain't gonna leave nothing for y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all heard Theo.
You ain't lying.
Theo, we changed up. We gonna be PG over here, but hey, he's digging deep. By the time y'all try to go up there and pick a load, ain't nothing left. Everything low ball.
You ain't lying.
Because somebody been low balling it already. And so
Yes. Balls
uh
deep on that one.
Oh my
But
God, dang! But the thing, God dang, man. We got to keep it PG-13, brother. We got to keep it PG-13.
it's it, brother. But at the end of the day, like I said, it is a relationship. And this industry, man, we grow with the industry. We come in, the industry is very attractive, it's sexy, and tells us what we want to hear, and we build this relationship. But we start to realize now we're the old guy in the relationship. The
What you mean,
industry is changing.
man?
Meaning,
Yeah, you gotta bring it up to speed, man.
our
Uh,
time in this industry, we're not evolving with the industry. The industry is getting facelifts, making itself look 21. Hey, we 58. We
man,
look
only thing.
58.
Well, you see, man, that means that the truck drivers. That just
Mm-hmm.
means that the truck drivers need to pop a pill of one of those Viagra's. Get back in the game, coach. Because we can sit here
Easier said than done.
but well, here go the thing. Anything we come up with reasons for not
Mhm.
fighting for our relationship. You
Correct.
know, so I see Triple D down there. Triple D say yes and no on the brokers. I'm gonna say it like this, Triple D. The brokers that are not in business to make you profitable. They're not in business to pay market fair rate. They're not in business. They have no guidelines, no structure, no laws on the books, not nada to make sure that you're pleased. That's your job. That's
Yeah.
100% your job.
Yep.
Emotionally, y'all can take your emotions out of it. You're in a relationship where you are dedicated, you are committed, but your significant lover is not. So what you gonna keep on doing? You knew this when you got into this relationship that
That's right.
this particular female, she's highly attractive. Everybody lusts after her. So
Mhm.
hey man, you complain. You can be like, oh man, I can't believe she cheated on me. Well, she did last night. But
Mhm.
it was different. It was only 2 guys. Well, tonight is 7. Are you heartbroken? Hey, how you doing, Miss Rika? What's up? What's up? What's up? She said hello to you too, Theo. Miss
Oh,
Rika,
yeah, I see her
she
down there.
said
What's
hello to
going
me
on, young
first.
lady?
Yeah, she said
Yeah.
hello to OB first. Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey,
I'm gonna pull up on
it
that
is
one.
what it is.
I'm gonna pull up on that one. Yeah, that's a tall glass. But yeah. But yeah, man.
Yeah. hmm So it's
Yeah.
like, so what does one do when the relationship is really not going in your favor? You're trying everything to make this relationship work. You tried it. You accepted the lower rates. You accepted, oh man, I got a good rate, and you get the last minute call. Hey man, I'm gonna give you truck order not used. Okay, you call back again. You send your emails. They're not giving you the reciprocal relationship that you're giving them.
All right. Here go the thing. Here go the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got to walk out the house and cheat for a little bit.
Oof.
You got to walk out, and you walk out the front door. Don't be sneaky. If the relationship is cheating on you and you're not getting what you're expecting, walk out the front door, make it known. I'm not doing this. You're not ready to tangle. We are not going to have an entanglement. Okay, I'm gonna find somebody that does. That's the next broker, and the next broker, and the next broker. Now, if you are getting 15 rejections from these females, then you need to go home, look in the mirror. Mike got to cut, shower, shave.
Mm.
You got to look at yourself why you're being rejected so many times because of the odds. It's just the numbers cannot reflect a straight flat 0 full rejection across the boards because it's too many options. It's too many variables.
Correct.
I think some people, I think some people just want to be victims because I think they get off on it. I think some people like to be hurt. And they know
Mm.
what they're doing is going to lead to hardship. I, I don't know, man. I think some
So,
people just like to be
so,
hurt.
so you're thinking it's an attraction of the financial abuse that you're getting, the runaround, the chasing. You're saying that some people have accepted that, and that's what's emboldened them to be more involved in this relationship.
Yeah, well, I would say they have it a little bit confused because
Mm-hmm.
they think that, okay, if I go through this hardship, I'm learning something. I'm learning how to improve myself. I'm learning how to accept the things that I can't change. But that's not what that course that they're taking is not taking them down that path. The path that they're going down is straight destruction because the
Correct.
hardship path, that the path with them learning is with them actually getting involved, is with them actually stepping out of the norm, not repeating the norm and expecting something different. That's insanity. That's what they're doing to themselves. But yet, and still, so many repeats the same thing. Action, word, discussion, all the same. Only thing's different is Monday. You
Mhm.
had the same discussion, action, everything Friday. It's Monday. You're still getting zeros. Tuesday, you're still getting zeros. Wednesday,
Correct.
you're still getting zeros. Guess what? You know this. This has been identified as in this market is cheating on you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What are you going to do now? Because it's apparent either you're going to cheat or you're just going to sit there in your insanity of financial ruin. And then eventually you will get a divorce. The market always wins in a divorce. I
Correct.
mean, you don't leave with the truck. You don't get the truck. You don't get the house. You're going to be owing alimony. That's called debt. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that's yeah.
Well, you can hope that you can leave with your sanity, but even that doesn't happen all the time, right?
No, it doesn't. But
Mhm.
these type of discussions is not it's not accepted. This type of discussion is not accepted in modern day time. 5 years, I give it 2 years from now. I
Mhm.
give it to 2025. The discussion we are having now is going to be the norm. And the norm is, what are you doing? People are going to have discussions about different platform, technology platform, what kind of software. I think there's going to be a multitude of different low boards. It's coming. It's here. It's lucrative. It's lucrative
Mhm.
because now the things that we are seeing is got an expiration date. It has an expiration date. It was beta. All right, we're gonna try this low board. This is
Correct.
in beta testing. Now we got to evolve this. And I'm not talking about in the favor of truckers, it's to retain investors. It's for these companies to be able to afford to monopolize. And we see this, but we would rather say, I see how everything is evolving, even when you order things. Like, you just look at it. You're like, okay, now you can order your prescription through your phone. Some of y'all don't even have to go to a doctor office. Things that you refill with your groceries, your to-do list, small items, your necessities, your toilet tissue, your private, your personal products. Now, there's our there are systems which we know about that will automatically reorder your product. And from what you put in when the last time you ordered to this time, is keeping that information and it's constantly fast tracking it, improving. And that's what's going to truck order. I like that. With well, I don't like it, but it's just like the truck order not in use. companies are going to figure out, brokering companies are going to figure out how to minimize paying out that 250. If some of them paid the 250, they are going to figure out ways.
Yeah.
And it's here. It's here. All right. People say, and I listen to guys because we need this. We need it on both sides of the lanes. Okay. We need to stop putting a median in between us and just have this as an open highway. If they don't replace us with AI technology, then they are going to make it where if you're not efficient in your operation, you're going to literally price yourself out by not being able to afford. It's going to be crucial that you understand where your truck moves. It's going to be crucial about your fuel mileage, your maintenance, your driver record. All of this are going to be, this is going to be very essential to your operation, your day to day. So they don't put AIs out here. Okay, cool. But they're going to put a new software program out here. They're going to put it where, okay, they don't have to pay as much. And you're going to have carriers, which always happen. I don't know why we have to always say this, but you're going to have carriers that's going to capitalize and make it. We are going to see these new conglomerates. It's going to be new conglomerates of carriers. J.B. Hunt, the Snyders, okay, they got their foot, they got some roots, but they are not the only one planting seeds in the ground right now.
No,
they are not the only. Yeah, there's other ones out there, man.
Yep.
And it's one of these, it just came to a time. Poor man mindset. Being cheated on in a relationship. Are you sick and tired? Because we could do this, or we could discover. We could discover things just like animals. And some people might take that the bad way. I love animals. I think animals are highly intelligent. But like when you watch Discovery Channel, when animals discover new territory, they learn to adapt and they evolve, become a part of their DNA. And I hear people say, all right, trucking is a part of my DNA. Okay, your DNA always evolve. So it's not going back to the normal because the consumer doesn't want it back to the normal. Go out here and ask the consumers, hey man, instead of us doing same day shipping, prime shipping, next day shipping, how would you like it if we went back to 5 to 7 business day shipping?
They're not gonna.
Yeah. What do you tell the elderly that order their prescriptions? See, this technology, we adapted it. And people are like, what they got to do with the low board? It's adapting too.
Right.
The older trucks, hey man, I'm gonna say it. Somebody's gonna get upset. The older trucks, the government doesn't have to ban the older trucks. Only thing they got to do is just make fuel sky high. Trucking manufacturers just have to develop a truck that utilize less diesel. Guess what's going to happen? Business owners are going to find that highly attractive. Public opinion, I like older trucks. I think they are cool. Business mindset, being cool doesn't pay the bills. Working man mindset, I can't afford it. Businessman mindset, I'm going to buy it because it will put him out of business and I'll make him my employee.
There you go.
I'm just saying, poor man mindset.
You know what? One of the best forms of poor man mindset. Chrome don't get you home. And when we're looking at what we're looking at right now, not being able to adapt with the changes that's coming along in this industry, and we're saying this thing is moving like a speed train right now. We're moving like a speed train. So at what point do we say, okay, Can I stay in this relationship? You know, I'm not 21 no more. I can't do certain things. I'm not going to do certain things. But the relationship in the industry is evolving. So now what do? You can only stay in it for so long until
But
it forces you out.
Theo, you coming in, yeah. But you got to give the guy some hope, Theo. Theo, you coming at him. Ah, damn.
No,
I
no.
think you're going to
You
give him some
you will
hope.
get there is no hope unless you're willing to evolve yourself. If hope is telling a poor man's mindset, man, you gonna make it. Man, just it's gonna change, it's gonna pick back up. No, it's not. It's gonna bump, but it's not gonna be a significant bump where you're gonna really see the light at the end of the tunnel. So now, does the poor man get educated and decide, I'm gonna evolve with the industry? You brought it up. There are manufacturing engines that are way more fuel efficient. Hydrogen and diesel run together. Can the poor man buy and afford that engine in 2025?
They can afford
No.
it now. They can afford it right now. They can afford it
Yeah.
right now.
Now, of course.
Well, no, you are correct. All right. I'm not taking anything from you. So people in the audience, hold on. You guys, commercial break. Hold on real quick, man. We got a commercial break real quick. Wow. So hold on.
Next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
All right. This is for all the truckers out there tonight. If you find yourself at the goddamn TA, like Calvin Leak said, spending your lumper money on some bumper money. Hey, don't buy that ass. Go get some gas. But anyway, man, people on Facebook, we cannot see your comments. We cannot see it. I don't have any other computer screen to read your comments. So it's better for you to actually come on YouTube. Now, we did post it on Facebook so you guys could see that, hey, man, it's a cool show. But if you like it on Facebook and you're talking on Facebook, guess what? We can't see shit. We can't see it. So come on down to Official Business Podcast when you have Theo and OB, where we talk about the goodies goods. All right. Thank you over there, Facebook. Facebook probably is going to copyright us. But anyway, let's go back. So, Theo, poor man mindset. The government is giving a leeway. Government is giving a leeway right now. The government has said, okay, we are giving away vouchers right now to go right now. I know in the state of Texas, which is going to be federal, so it's going to be across the United States. I was tempted. I have a family member that actually turned in, check this out, a Freightliner FLD, 1994 Freightliner FLD with a 12.7 rebuilt motor. He's giving that to the state of Texas. And he's giving up his 379 Peterbilt long nose. And he's going to go down to Rush Peterbilt, and he's going to get one of those brand new trucks because of the grant money. It offset the cost of the vehicle. Now, the reason him and we had a discussion, he said, hey, OB, let me run something by you. I'm planning on being in this industry for probably another 5 years tops. But only way I would stay in this industry is because of the position in the company that I'm working for right now. I know within 5 years, I would hit my goal for me to not retire, but turn in my CDLs and do something else and make my living very comfortable, like working at Walmart or something. He said, what would you do? So I told him, you already plan on turning the trucks in, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. How much is the truck right now without any vouchers? He's like about 260,000. I'm like, add 15% on that annually. So you're looking at about roughly a $300,000 truck, which an average person cannot afford. We know this.
Correct.
Why don't you utilize the grant money by turning in your trucks? They would bring the truck roughly at 62,000 before tax. Well, I wouldn't say tax, registration, things of that nature. 62,000. I'm like, okay, you could finance the 62,000. plan on being in the industry for only 5 years, 5 more years. I would turn around, finance to 62,000, get the new truck with the grant, finance to 62,000, and then sell that truck in 2.5 years. Get all your money back plus a little bit more, and go company driver. Because the company he's
Yeah,
working for, he's own operator. I said, there you go. So instead of you working 5 years trying to hit this net number, you only have to work 2 more years and sell the vehicle. The vehicle is going to bring you more than what you was going to accumulate in the 5 years as an owner operator.
correct.
There you go.
With less headache in the relationship.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
They did it. They did it. They're doing it.
So
So
basically, are we looking at what we looked at years past as cash for clunkers, but they're changing it and wording it up different for the commercial vehicles, where the
yeah,
government is buying the older cars to take them off of the street to push the newer cars that are coming out.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just like right now in California, uh, the reason why they did not get the steam across national television and across many media platforms, because this was happening prior to 2014, and California has proven we offer grant. We was giving grant money. We was offering a lot of
Mhm.
money for old trucks. We To us, and we was financially making it enticing. But these rebels, they went against the grain. So now we got to shut down 70,000 trucking operations. And people are like, huh? Huh? Like, hey, man, poor man mindset. Poor man mindset. You're a resident of California? Yes.
Yeah.
So you knew about this, but you had this ideology that it wouldn't happen to me. Not just going to happen. They can't never, it won't stand. And it did. And now
Yeah.
the companies that's about to go out of business, this is on record, majority of them have older trucks. And California already told them, notified them, gave them notice, DMV. Now people are acting surprised. Yeah, it's going to pull a lot of drivers out of jobs,
Mm.
but did they do it to themselves? And this is where we are at as a nation, where the government is saying Clean Air Act, the cleaner air. It's grant money out there. They give you more money if you choose to get a more technology advanced vehicle. The more advanced the
Correct.
vehicle,
Correct.
the more money the government is literally giving you, a voucher. So I believe the voucher starts at $150,000, and that's for like a new truck with the newest DEF system, regen, all fuel savings. Okay, you got your fuel savings. Then you got the one like what Theo was saying. You got the diesel with the hydrogen, diesel with the electric. And some of them, they got full out electrics. And people are like, well, man, I don't see how people going to afford it. The government just say, hey, give me your old clunker. We're going to give you a voucher. Go over there to the dealership, pick out what you want.
Mhm.
Look at what you're spending as a businessman, as a business owner, business lady. You have a truck right here that's more advanced, and on resale value right now, resale value is 200,000. You could walk out of the door with this vehicle right now for $60,000 finance, or you could go and get an older vehicle, a 2021, for 150,000, finance that, and resale value on it is subpar 40. Rich man
Mhm.
mindset or poor man mindset? You be the judge. Think about it. This is where our
Yeah.
world is.
Yeah.
This
Well, Well, yeah, and California showed us the poor man's mindset. Because if there was money there prior to what's just happening and they didn't take advantage of it, that's a poor man's mindset. Thinking that things are going to stay the same from the time you started up to now, even though they're telling you, hey, this is not going to be here forever. You're not going to keep getting this good love in there in this relationship. You're going to have to advance in this relationship. You're going to have to grow mentally, physically, financially. No, I'm going to stay right here. This is what I've been doing, and you seem pretty happy. Well, guess what? That part of the industry is passing you by. It's not stopping at the red light to wait for you to get in the back seat. It is leaving you on the road stranded, outside looking in. And
Do you blame it?
I think we got to really think about that. I
Now
wasn't
we
aware of that
know
information that you told me with Texas.
wait, hold on, man.
Mhm.
Why you keep on involving me in other people's relationship? We don't have to think about that. I got my side chick over here. I paid my side chick good money. I know she already told me I'm on a timer. She said, "You got OB? How much I got? 8 minutes, OB." And I know that for 8 minutes, she probably gonna lie to me for 4. Okay. So I'm gonna slide that 4. I got a happy 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out this something that hey, well, at least 4 minutes.
Mhm.
I'm not in those relationships where these guys bought champagne, they bought the kids some expensive McDonald's after we told them they could go to Little Caesar and get 5 for $5. But nah, they don't want the hot and ready's. Y'all want the McDonald's Happy
Correct.
Meals with the toy. Now you're spending $45 at McDonald's with the toy. But anyway, I'm not in a relationship with those guys. You know, we are just emotionally support animals. You say rats, and you know, I love rats. You know, I just don't like mice. The rats are aggressive. You know?
Yeah, the mice are kind of, they've been known to be a little, the mice are more racist, if I could say it that way, than
Yeah.
anything. But
Oh,
like you said,
no, man. See, Theo, you guys, hey, man. See, Theo. All right, Theo. He's going to get us hit with these analyticals, man.
but getting back to this,
hold on real quick, Theo.
yeah,
All right. Thank you, OB. I
these
thought I was
wacky relationships. Go ahead.
hold on real quick, Theo. Hey, Miss Rika. Thank you, OB. I thought I was crazy, but no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. If somebody tell you that you are crazy, then tell them, where's the government putting the money? Where's our money going? And also ask them, why are companies now restructuring their logistics? Think about it. Now, carriers are not just affected. These brokers are telling y'all something. You better have fuel efficient vehicles. You better have latest technology. Insurance companies are going to start coming for these guys with these older vehicles. People are acting like 2008 never happened. Y'all remember Allstate? Plug this in to your OBD, save money.
Yep.
And then some of y'all was trying to renew your insurance policy. Like, man, they want more money for my old pickup for just liability than my new vehicle. Oh yeah, see, this is the system. Rich man mindset, poor man's ideals. I should say, no, I got it wrong. Poor man mindset, rich man ideals. Rich man ideals makes poor man mindset more poor. It's just the ideal of it. 2008, cash for clunkers. These things had happened. Then the market stabilized. The market stabilized. Where people are like, okay, now look at today's time. How many people going out there? But well, let me slow down. Had a Red Bull. How many people bought these new Fords, the new Chevy pickups, the new Escalades, hell, the new the Chargers, people realize something, y'all. People like technology. They like their vehicles to be more advanced, more comfortable.
Correct.
And in this trucking industry, they want the truck to be more comfortable. They don't want you hard driving. They don't want that. Hey man, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. It's never gonna be a win-win. But today's time, right now, where we at in this trucking industry, things are evolving. More people are going to
Oh yeah.
complain. A lot of people are going to complain, and a lot of people.
Well, just look at excuse me. No, go ahead. I was trying to catch my breath
Okay.
here.
Yeah, there you go. T Hill. Companies are restructuring because of investors. And guess what? Consumers, we are investors. How many truckers you know that invests in the stock market? A lot of them. A lot of these guys are and women. A lot of truckers invest. They have, so where you think their money is going? That company. That companies that some people are investing. I talked to a trucker that's into microchips, and I'm still trying to learn more about microchips. He invests into microchip companies. Guess what they need? Guess what they was talking about? Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, her husband was involved in what?
Mhm.
What did the United States government plaster all on the news channel about microchips? We had, we need to bring it to the U.S. I believe they are doing that facility in Nevada, if I'm not mistaken. And people in Nevada are happy because
Actually,
go ahead,
it
Theo.
brings jobs,
That's
right?
what I'm about to say.
But
Hold on, Theo.
they're not only doing it.
But yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Mhm.
yeah, they are creating jobs. You got to think about it. If you put this opportunity in a community that has a high unemployment population, and you say, hey, we're going to build this chip facility in your community where they could bring jobs, where people could change their lives, more people are going to be for that warehouse being built, that facility. I'm sorry, not warehouse, manufacturer. I'm sorry, that manufacturer being built, right? Nobody gives a damn about this trucker
Mhm.
over here talking about, well, I had problems with my DL, and that one never work. They didn't fix the bug. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody. They care about money.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Theo. I apologize for that.
Yeah, well, no, you're fine. And here's the thing: when you bring up the microchips, it just made me think. There was a reason why there were so many trucks on hold last year because they didn't have the chips to install in the trucks. The trucks were completed, ready to go. I think Pat Carr was saying over 6,500 trucks they couldn't move because they was waiting on chips. And you're right; they did open the chip manufacturer in Arizona. There's one set to open in Ohio and another state. So people got to look at this, get out of the broke man's mindset, and don't wait till these companies start flourishing. And these, I should have brought stock in it. I think right now some of them
Oh,
are selling the IPOs,
hold
which
on,
is
hold on,
one
Theo.
third of the stock
Hold
until the
on,
stock goes up.
Theo, you going today? Hey, we got it for next year. We got to get a membership. Yeah, I got to get a membership. I put the Cash App up there. Come on now. Come
Yeah,
on.
but we
I
still
know.
we got to break the poor man's mindset.
Yes,
Hmm.
I know, guys. I know you
Yeah.
guys out there in Wonderland. Come on, guys. Stop it. Stop being a poor
Mhm.
man mindset. Hit the Cash App too. All right, but
There
anyway,
you go. Mhm.
um, other news. Oh, what world just happened here? Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm good. Yeah.
What you got going on?
Update.
You having a couple technical difficulties over there?
Yeah. Hey, can you hear me? It's probably
We can hear you. You was doing a robot for a minute. You was, I didn't know if you was passing me the ball for the
I got
break
it.
there.
Keep on.
So,
Do.
mhm.
No, man, my computer tried to do update. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man. We got Trucker Lives price out there. So are you saying buy a stock in a dying trucking market? No, the trucking market is not dying. Trucking market is not dying.
the
No.
truckers are dying.
Yeah. Yeah, truckers are dying. You know what? I think hold on, you guys. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. All right. You know what? We're gonna get a little bit spicy here, man. We're gonna get a little bit spicy. We're about to put up the call line. We are about to put up the call line. If y'all in disagreement, y'all want to voice your opinion. Hey, man, we're about to make it happen. Isn't it right, Theo? Are you ready for that?
I'm ready, man. It's Friday. I can take the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's go.
All right, man. OB said, look outside the Chinese balloon. Okay, we see him, man. All right, you guys, we're gonna put that number up on the screen now. Until then, man, just call one, call all. And thank y'all for tuning in to the OB. You got Theo, you got your boy OB, man. Say it's
yeah.
Friday night, man. We're gonna get a little bit spicy. So when you call in, stick to the question at hand. We're gonna try our best and let the audience listen.
Well, let's see who's gonna be the brave and bold.
We got the number up on the screen.
Yeah, we got it up. So we will see who catches that fade. They call it
I think they scared.
Mhm.
We
That poor man mindset.
Yeah. Oh, I got to take it off of do not disturb, you guys. Okay, then. I had it on. Hey, man, I know. But I got the number up. All right. So the number is 561-972-2042. And T Hill talking about B, man. Look outside. Someone said a Chinese balloon is hovering around above your man cave. They don't want none of me, man. They don't want none of me. That balloon. We got something to take out some balloons.
They're gonna be bombing you with rats.
But man, all right, I put the number up, man. I'm gonna leave the number up, but we're gonna keep on going, man. We're gonna keep the live going, man. Rich man, so triple price. All right, TD. I got JB 3000, man. I'm sorry, Dre. JP 3000, you got. TD Ameritrade is a good staff platform that they give you a lot of information. Hey, thanks for that, man. Y'all see that? Y'all could probably check them out, man. Y'all could probably check them out. But yeah, and my thing is this. I'm gonna go back what Price said. I thought Price was gonna call in. I'm gonna put that number back up. Okay. Y'all can still call in what you want to. Price says, so are you saying buy stock in a dying trucking market? I'm just saying be diverse. Trucking solely dependent. I'm gonna put the number up, you guys. Just solely dependent. I'm gonna let Theo take this one, y'all. Should I? Go ahead, Theo. You want to take it, Theo?
Listen, I'm gonna take it. Yes, you want to buy stock in a dying truckers market. That means that the cost per stock is going to be low. Don't look at it from the perspective of the poor man mindset. I'm worried about look what's happening to these drivers. Be the rich man and capitalize on a tragedy. There's money in a tragedy. Which side of the aisle do we want to be on? Do we want to be begging for the checks or we want to be handing out the checks? There is no in between. There's no in between.
All right, you guys see that now. Mr. Price, man, you don't mind calling up 561-972 and 2042. Well, Price, you got my number. You want to, we'd like to hear your, I think people would like to hear your opinion about this. Okay, you guys. See, now, are you willing to, that's good. Yeah. I'd rather be the one handing out the checks. You
There
know.
you go.
I don't want to. You know how accounts payroll. You work for a trucking company. They short you 150 miles. You be like, hold on, pimp. That check is supposed to be $982.56. What is this
Yeah,
$869? So, yeah, you
there
got to
you
wait for
go.
it. Yeah, man. I'd rather be here,
Mhm.
passing out checks. But
There you
and
go.
another
So
question for Price
go ahead.
is, hey, Price, what why not buy stock? Why not in the dying trucking market? Did the stock cause the trucking market to fail? Did the stocks cause the whole demise of the market rates or the brokers to go lower? Because the stocks was here during the pandemic. The stocks was here during the good times. Stocks going to be here during the bad time. What do the stocks? Why not participate in stock? Why not have diversity? Uh-oh, got Price, y'all. All right, we got Price. Hello, Price. Can you hear us?
Yeah, how you guys doing tonight?
Man, we doing well, man. You guys got Brother Price on. Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
I was just saying, there's a lot that goes along with those chips in a varying trucking market. I mean, yeah, it's okay for a rich person to buy vehicles, but that manufacturer also wants uh, a handful of guys, and I'm just going to use a handful, meaning say a million guys to go out and purchase their first brand new truck or a truck that's a couple of years old. And they need those people because they need to sell those parts to them. So, is there going to be a trucking market in a few years if we continue to go down the road that we're going down? Earlier today I had a live from a broker calling me and asking me to run a load that was just absolutely ridiculous. And well, he didn't call me; he emailed me. And him and I got into a email battle, which I put it on my Facebook page. But it's like I don't want to discourage anybody from trucking, but drivers have got to be more of a brother and a sisterhood, where we're not just looking out for ourselves, but we're looking out for the next person. If I didn't get a load that I tried to get, but I laid the groundwork for the next person to get, then it should be built on a foundation like that. So, not getting too far back away from what you guys are talking about, but that manufacturer needs people like us, small people like us, that's willing to get out here and purchase a vehicle. I mean,
And now, let
like
me ask
say
you
right
this.
now,
Let me ask you this. If they need people like us, small people, what are people like us doing to make sure that we are going to be utilized? What should we do? Because we I wouldn't think that you should expect them to just pick up a phone book and just call everybody uh, in that area that owns a small company. You got to get yourself out there in the front of the pack, right?
yeah, I agree with that. And it's like I've always said, OB, 5 fingers or 4 fingers and a thumb make a mighty fist. And until drivers get together and say enough's enough, and we take those 4 fingers and that thumb and ball it up into a fist and say enough's enough, we've had it, we're not going to do this anymore, we're not going to be taking cheap freight, we're not going to be doing this, we're not going to be doing that, these regulations and everything else, and get these politicians behind us. The perfect time to have gotten one of these politicians is when they just had these midterm elections. We should have got something for our vote, whether it be Republican, Democrat, or independent. And we as an organization need to get together and start making a a powerful union. Because if not, everybody's going to all sink in this one ship.
Yeah, but
And
so
it's sad.
well, Well, if people should come together, if all the truckers decide
Yeah.
that enough is enough, it's still going to have to be a person to talk about the numbers and operations, because we could have I could see a large group coming together, which I seen in Washington D.C. that you was a part of, and you brought a lot of attention to. You guys, Mr. Price went live, went and interviewed bus companies, I should say coach companies, and he was down there right there in front of the White House, bringing attention, awareness, and but one thing that I've seen after was that people couldn't agree. A lot of truckers couldn't agree on a rate, like what is considered cheap, and that was really a big disarray right there, because they came together.
Correct.
They came together, but then it got broken up because it came down to the dollar.
Can I say this? And I'm just being 100 with all of this, and I'm not sugarcoating nothing, because like I said, I was in the trenches with those guys. A lot of jealousy plays a role in an up and coming movement. A lot of people, like, let's say for instance, OB has this show. OB is the leader of the show. OB starts to get attention, national attention, and people calling OB's name and putting OB out front. OB is the leader of this. We're going to leave him out front. Let him shine, because he's the speaker, he's the leader, he put it together, he massaged it, and he had Theo and Price in the background, being his right and left hand man. Somebody has to lead. But me nor Theo can have alternative motives to knock OB off his pedestal. We all got to think the same way. We all got to look for the better solution in the trucking industry. And that was one of the problems that we had down there in D.C. One man had the vision, but when it came to leading, another man took over.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, Price.
With the leading,
Let me ask you this, this Theo. Do you think it was more? And I watched you guys, and there was other groups also, and you're right, people weren't getting on the page, and by them not wanting to be educated, wanting to be set in stone, this is where we're going. They didn't want to reinvent their thinking. They went to the poor man's mindset of, instead of working together, we're going to fight each other in this industry against things that can benefit us. The poor man's mindset took control of jealousy. They're worried about what this person got. The poor man's mindset. And I just wondered, you think that kind of ruined the movement, because you had a lot going on, but you're right. Once jealousy kicks in, and jealousy is a poor man's mindset. I'm not worried about what the next man got. If this show blew up and OB had named, they called his name all the way from Switzerland. As long as my check was deposited every Friday, I wouldn't care. There's nothing wrong playing second fiddle when you have a goal in hand. So I would change my poor man's mindset and say, you know what? I'm going to support the cause because I'm going to benefit from it. That poor man's mindset, nobody benefited from that. Nobody.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is, you had Russians out there that led the pack that people knew nothing about. You had Cubans out there that came down in droves. Now they came down in trucking convoys.
So
50, 60, 100 trucks at a time.
So that proves that truckers get together. So and it's not a dispute about that. It's not. So the people checking in, you guys, we on the phone with Mr. Price. Hey, people on Facebook, please come back over here. We are not the start. That's not a dispute. We more on that poor man mindset of on the financial gain. So that's the financial gain right now. Things that truckers, because I caught you live this morning. I caught you where you having a discussion with the broker and things of that nature. And I know that you are very passionate. I don't think that is, a thing to even challenge. But we are here like, okay, we hear this and we see it, but drivers out here are feeling it more financially primary and then emotionally secondary. And right now we are asking drivers, do you have that poor man mindset? Are you willing to adapt? Are you willing to evolve? Even though that you see things that, you probably got to change it up, where that click and go. Theo, would you call it, click and go or tap and go with the low board? I think Price brought that up too before. Or,
Click and go.
Yeah, click and go.
Mhm.
Because you brought up something about the low board, about you gave some tips to drivers about when you get on JB Hunt or get on one of these low boards when you bid. Can you reiterate about
Right.
that when you was talking about when you bid, what to do for your fellow drivers? Because I think that's more of a rich man ideal, breaking a poor man's mindset.
Right. So let's say I go on a load board, right? And I see a load up there, and because right now, they want everybody to bid on a load, so it'll be a race to the bottom. So if I see a load on the load board that's worth $1,000, I don't bid $1,000. I bid $1,800 because I know the low ballers are coming, and they're going to drop that rate all the way down to where it should be. So there's room to play with. So if for some reason I get another load and can't get that one, I don't want you guys to click off that load and say, because most of the time they'll have something to say, go ahead and say you don't want the load anymore. Leave it up there, that high bid that you bid it at. Leave that rate up there so that these brokers see, damn, these drivers want a lot of money for that load or that run or that from point A to point B. You're leaving that rate up there and continuing on with something else that you may have gotten, or you just want to wait it out to see where it goes. Leave that rate high. So at the end of the day, the broker has to do his job and call people and ask them, can they do this for a certain rate? And you see that number not moving, and the only reason he's calling you is because that's not the number that he wants to pay. He wants to pay a lot lower. So he'll say, well, why can't you do it for this? And then he'll start searching in there for your DOT number. Well, last time you did a load for this, and last time you did a load for that. Well, that was last time.
Yeah.
This is what I need to do it for today. And like I said, even if you don't get that load, you left a high bar with a rate that the next man or woman can get and move in and get the rate that they need to run their operation.
Well,
if that makes any sense to you, driver.
Yeah, I think it does to them. It does. It makes sense. Basically leave a crumb trail. Hey, I put 1,800 up there, so it's possible. And take that number, build from that number, and then eventually you could build a community of high ranking carriers. So we go back to the poor man's mindset, rich man ideals. Yes, it can work. See the things. Thank you, Price, real quick, brother. Thank you. You got it. How can people follow you, real quick? How can people follow you? And what's your name on Facebook?
They could go on Facebook and follow me under Demetrius Price.
You guys, y'all hear that?
Price.
Can you start back over, Price? I didn't mean to interrupt you. Can you do it again, brother?
They can follow me on Facebook. Pretty much that's where I'm at. I give out all my information up there, and the name is spelled DEMETRIS, Price, PRICE.
You guys, y'all go and check out Price. Price, thank you for calling in, brother. Thank you.
All right.
So you guys, y'all heard from Brother Price. Hey, I like that. See, Price is looking at it a different way. Rich man ideals. And you could actually see. You can actually weaponize their platform against them.
Correct.
You can literally, what man say, man? Say, man, if that, hey, say that was game right there.
Yeah,
That was game
no,
right
no doubt about it. No doubt about it. He hit it out the park, basically saying, you know what, I'm going to be the sacrificial lamb and throw this high number out, you know, because now when the broker calls somebody else, he don't know where the margin of numbers are going to be, and the next guy be another high number
there.
until they realize they've got to bring this rate up. You
But
know,
man, did we go? Did we not just go financial gain first, emotions second? Did we not put the money before our emotions?
yes, we did.
Okay, so what Price is talking about is like what we all desire: money. You know, let's get that money
Correct.
because it's gonna make us feel better. Run an operation, man. Let me give it a second, Theo.
So I see the darkness creeping in me, fighting demons on my home, but I can't go through that again. No, the devil on my soul, but I'm trying to read between the lines.
Yeah, so you guys, man, I want to really thank everybody. Theo and I want to, we really appreciate you guys, especially on YouTube, the ones that still be rocking with us, the ones that's real active in the comment section, man. Get active like you on the dad load board, right? Get active like you behind the PA, and yeah, see a truck rocking, and yeah, see the same lady going truck to truck. Get active, all right? Get active like those high heels in the truck lot, in the parking lot of a truck stop. Get active, you know what I'm saying? Ankles, baby. I see those ankles, man.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the thing, as we grow and as this show goes on, man, it gets you thinking. Poor man's mindset, man. Poor man's mindset, rich man ideas. And and we all have
No
something to
doubt.
contribute. It's like we out here to make money. Truckers are out here to make money. We have to make money, right? But some people don't know how. And what Price
Correct.
is probably 75% of the industry utilize some type of crap. So Monday morning comes, you guys better be out there hitting the ground running and making sure that you are profitable. You're profitable, man. You're profitable. What you got there, your brother? I know you got some brewing over there in your head of yours.
Oh man, I kind of do. Price kind of stole my thunder a little bit. But I will say this, man. The brother's got a good plan. And for those who are willing to continue this relationship, as rocky as it may be, I think that is something you want to incorporate in this relationship. But the technology of showing you where you ran this load or this lane for this amount several times is going to be the norm of judging what the market of that lane should pay. And once again, technology is going to rule the game. Now you can disrupt technology, and he's got the perfect platform to disrupt it with using that tactic. But he who controls the money controls the narrative. And the narrative in trucking is, I'm going to pay you the least amount I can to maximize my profits. Now we have to think about that at the same token. How do we maximize our profits? But we got to ask ourselves, are we really maximizing our profits, or are we watching our profits go out the window?
And it's
versus maximization. That's where I see we really got to ask ourselves that.
Hey, yeah. You guys,
go ahead, brother.
man.
Did you freeze up on me again? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no. Man, I don't know how to backdoor that, man. I walked in on a swinger, and he's better than me. And they say it's my turn. I'm next. I can't follow that. I can't follow that. I'm just gonna go out there.
You know what? This is the first time we've done a show. You've been stumped twice in one show. You're like, it's the first time. So I think we're evolving.
Oh man, yeah, we are. Hey, we got
If I
a
can
show
say it that way.
director. We got a show director, JP. Every time you use the word profitable, hey man, I say hit the cash app. We could break it down anymore, man. You know, we follow instruction, but we need cash. That's like broker telling you. That's like a broker telling you.
You ain't lying.
Run this load for me for free this time, and I got you next. Oh, come on now, man. You at the Official Business Podcast, man. We break things down. We break it down. But if you guys have any questions on what we need to talk about, you know, you can hit that comment section. JP 3000, man. Man, JP 3000. Hey man, break it down in layers. I don't know layers. I'm breaking it down and I'm simplifying. I know I could go a little bit more, but I'll just put it to you where how you say it, Theo. I'm gonna put it to you where the what could get it.
Where the goats can get it.
Okay,
Where the goats can get it.
The goats. All right. So I walked in, right? I walked into the swingers section, and the guy in front of me is doing better. I can't follow that shit up. So I'm just gonna tell you in this rough relationship, try to make shit work. Don't be just jumping, you know. Yeah, man. Rich man, poor man's mindset, rich man ideals. I'm leaving out this shit. This is some bull. But you guys, man, the whole ideal of it is really to challenge yourself. This is what it's about. It's about you, you know, and myself. You know, no, I don't think anybody, as long as you got breath in your lungs, a beating heart, you're not immune from hardship or self-development, correcting yourself, or, you know, improvement, self-improvements, you know. Financially now, JP, to break things down in layers is like we will need somebody to call in, you know, because
That's a serious discussion.
yeah, because that's where the discussion lies at, right? That's where you start peeling back the onion skin. Okay, where people, you know, might be in a similar situation or things of that nature, like how Brother Price just called in and gave his input and gave his thought, his statement about it, and then dropped some jewels. You know, I mean, Theo, we wasn't sitting here talking to you guys about, hey man, here's some tricks to do on a load board. We were just saying out here, man, that you in a relationship, right? You getting cheated on. And Price came out here, dropped some techniques that a lot of truckers could utilize on a Monday morning.
Correct.
You think how, you know how crazy, you know that Twitter, y'all need to start getting on Twitter too. I'm on Twitter. I ain't gonna say my handle on Twitter, but it's some groups on Twitter with brokers. Man, you know how massive it would be if 20% of carriers come Monday morning bid on these low board, not DAT, not DAT, but like JB Hunt, CH Robinson, Coyote, and a couple more TQL. What if one app, 10,000 trucks bid super fucking high? Do you not know that the water cooler talk is going to be outrageous? Do you not know how quick brokers would take up to social media to complain about how truckers are weaponizing the bids against them? It will be some chatter. It would be a massive chatter.
No doubt.
But like Bryce said,
yeah,
everybody want to be the leader. But I would do it. I think it was, man, you think about botting the brokers app. You know how cool that will be if you bought the brokers app. Yeah. That's the advice and doing right.
You're putting some ideas out there.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, put a bot on the app. That's what I was doing. But what you got to say, Theo, before you wrap it up?
Hey, man, you know what? I couldn't agree with Price, and you're right. If that was to happen, if the brokers got bombarded with just hard, good numbers that they're not expecting, You're right. I think they will be in front of the Congress next week after that, complaining about what's going on and what the drivers are doing to them. And nobody's going to give you anything out here. They're not going to give you anything. So if you want it, you got to get rid of the poor man's mindset or the broke man's mindset. You got to go take it. You got to strategize. You got to reinvent yourself to make them give it to you. Demand what you want. That's how you do it. Nothing is given to you free. If it's free, it don't last. So demand what you want out here. Show them your worth. I think a lot of times we've seen in these relationships, the carriers or one truck operation or 10 truck operation has not really showed their worth in this relationship. And they wonder why they come home on Fridays broke, stressed out, quarter tank of fuel, all tires. It's not going to last long. So you got to ask yourself, does this industry loves me the way I love it?
Yeah.
And that's my final word on this topic. Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Well, you know, Theo, I like to get a little bit devilish. Don't let it get my hands a little
I
bit
know you
dirty.
do.
I won't.
There you go.
I think it would be cool to read a news article how truckers botted the broker's app. And a lot of people think you can't do it. You could easily bot a broker's app. You can literally bot a broker's app. And if you don't know what a bot is, it's basically spam. You can. I'm not saying anybody do it, but you know how, dude, you know the story, you know the headline news. Just imagine you seeing the broker notes on dat low board. Hey, carrier, call in. They giving you direct numbers with the extension because the app
is down.
The app is down, man. The app like, hold on, you need to start paying carriers $3,000 to go 400 miles.
Yeah.
What? Huh? Yeah, there's 20,000 carriers at 20. I wouldn't even say carriers. I would say 20,000 bids at $4,000. You know that eventually that computer software, the analytics would tell the broker to hit the go. And then the supervisor probably get the green light. Dude, somebody's getting fired in that broker office. They are firing the IT guy. Come Tuesday morning, Steve, we need to have a talk, Steve.
Yeah. You know, you may want to delete the video because I'm going to look into what we're discussing right now. You're giving me some food for thought. I'm not going to lie. You give me some food for thought. They do it to us. What do they do? What does DAC do? The beginning of every quarter, every Monday, the low boys shut down for 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's scrambling and just taking whatever they can get because they see a low pop up, right? It's it's nothing new under the sun. So why don't we? Not saying you, me, and you, but I mean, I've heard somebody looking into this. It may not be a bad idea to play them at their game.
Here go the thing, Dad. Here go the thing. Why not? Why not? But it's one of those things now. It's one of those fantasies. Like to actually, get up one morning, stretch, get my cup of coffee, get on Facebook, look at Racing Lanes, and see all the brokers freaking out that now they actually have to do their job and call carrier one by one and find out who has the rate or send out the dude. It would be the best Christmas gift that a person could ask for. That the carriers now weaponize the app against the brokers. I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain.
No.
Somebody will be fired. Steve from IT. It was nice having you, but we can no longer utilize your services. It's like, hey, what you guys think, man? What you guys think in the comment section, man? Because me and Theo, we've been talking behind the scenes, and oh man, it's just one of those things. Like, oh, we got Calvin calling it. All right. Brother Calvin, are you there?
What's happening?
What's up with you, pimp? What you got to say this afternoon, brother, this evening? Where you going, Theo?
Listening to y'all. Where you going, man?
Okay, then go ahead, Theo. He going to smoke. He going to smoke.
Oh, okay. How you doing, though?
I'm all right, brother. But go ahead. What you about to say, brother?
Now, I was listening to y'all, about the brokers and the broker act. It was funny because the other day I was watching JB Hunt. I looked at it, and I guess it was a low posted like the day before my birthday. And they'll throw a load out there a week early, and then everybody start bidding on it.
Yeah.
They'll reject that. They'll reject that. Reject. So somebody came out. I forget what the number was. We'll just say like it was 2,100. I think it was 2,100. But then the next man came in. He was at 1,600. I was like, damn. Like 1,600? This load must be $1,200 then. They do it, drivers do it to themselves, man. And then I started seeing somebody said 2,500. 2,500. Reject. And like y'all saying, I was like, yeah, that's what people need to do. Just run up in there, just bum rush them, just like,
man, just
3,000.
Just spam them.
You want to play games? Because JB Hunt good for that, they'll do like Houston or Dallas to Denver, $1,800 right now. Like, you crazy? Like, just run it up on them. I mean, because they doing it to you. And like I was saying downstairs, I was like, I mean, you do, but it's rare. They was saying last year, the year before, oh, y'all was killing us. You was killing us. You ain't got a report of a broker. None of these big boys saying, well, we went out of business. These truck companies going down.
Oh, dude. Oh, you bring it up something. Yeah. To really think about it. Dude. Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. Brokering companies didn't go out of business. Trucking companies always go out of business before brokering companies. More truckers, I would say.
Yeah.
More carriers.
No, we got a little more overhead and stuff like that. But still, though, it's like, if we was killing y'all so bad last year and the year before, nobody's saying they're going out of business though.
Well, not only did they didn't go out of business, they bought other brokerage companies out.
Yes.
That
so when,
it's
there you go.
Some new MC 148 went out of business because they was either playing too many games or they wasn't ready for the business. But something like a Chop Tank got bought out by, I forget what their name is, over there. But they bought them out. But you never heard of them going out of business.
Correct. You have it. Yeah. You hear about the mom and pops, the ones that's the scamming. And those
you had a bunch of
with no book of business and nothing. They just out there. We call winging it LLC babies for some of them, but
and then they got top rope
LLC.
Get out of here.
I mean, but but back to the bum rushing, man. Get up in there and bum rush them, man. It'd be over for them. They wouldn't know what to do.
No, they would have to pay.
They sit right there and hold them. Yeah, they sit there. They reject you to death. So we all could be on there bidding. We might have 3 different bids. Let's say it's a $300 swing between the 3 of us or whatever. And they'll just hold out, kick the can to the next day. So fuck it, then shit on them. Just go ahead and drop the bomb on them. Everybody drop the bomb on them, then they're going to have to pay up.
There you go.
They're going to come with a number. I'm watching TQL right now on that. Phoenix, what is it? Phoenix for Albuquerque. I want to tell them $3,000 right now.
Yeah, put 5. Put 5. Why stop at 3? Why stop at 3? 5 just sound good tonight. It's Friday. F and Friday, F in this number, right? 5. But man, man. But yeah, hopefully, Don't think it will work. Someone is going to take the counter. All right. There. All right. Hey, man. Hey. Hey, Triple D. Before you maced us, man, let us put on our private shades, man. Triple D just be coming out the woodwork with that. Ain't gonna work.
He's been dropping it all night on us.
That's a Florida guy for you.
Man, don't be ready. Triple D raining on the parade, man.
Well,
Get up here, man.
You know what? Hey, well, man, hey, Cap, man, thank you, man. Thank you for calling in.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
We appreciate that,
Yeah,
man.
that thing with y'all.
Thank you, brother.
So definitely anytime though.
All right,
Yeah.
brother. All right, you guys. I forgot to turn that down. Hey, you guys, we're about to get ready to wrap it up, man. We got to go pay some bills. We literally got to do some things to pay the bills because this doesn't pay the bills. So hopefully one day I can pay. Hey, you guys. Hey, y'all notice that Theo on our internet has been acting good today until my dusty old computer try to restart itself. But other than that, see how excellent this is. I feel like Theo, it's my first day in Boy Scout, and I got my honor.
Oh, man.
Yes, Theo. Come on, high five it, Theo. I know you want to do it. High five. There you go. There you go. Tell a slap. Yeah. So, hey, you guys, man, I want to thank everybody, man. I want to thank both of y'all, man. I want to thank everybody that's been very active in the comment section. I want to thank the people that's liking and sharing. And I really want to appreciate the people. We thank the people on YouTube. Thank y'all for everything, man. The small donations goes a long way. And Theo, do we need to talk about our merch, or are we just gonna drop that and just let them see the new merch?
You know what? We're just gonna drop it on them. And I would say that there is some merch coming out, but we're just gonna drop it. We're a lot of things are being changed for the good, and I'm gonna end it with this, like I always say: stay straight up, can talk tonight. Stay prayed up, stay strapped up. Let's learn something for 2023, and remember to come back to the OB podcast where we talk that talk.
Hey,
and I will sign out off of that.
Okay, brother. Well, hey, you guys, I want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. This is how we get down. We talk about things, we have a discussion, and it takes you to participate. If we didn't cover something you would like for us to cover, have a discussion about, or research about, we got our email address right there tagged to our page, and you could call into the show or put a comment. Hit a comment after the show is posted on YouTube, and we do read the comments. We are very active, and we will respond and see what we can make happen. Other than that, man, we really want to appreciate you guys and thank y'all for tuning in to Official Business Podcast. And with that, we are out.